You know, probably once I get like a video or two to upload or something, I'm gonna have to go drive to work to upload it and sit there for however long it takes.
Oh yeah, I'm on now. Welcome to the Sinking City. There's a couple of these I'm going to post at the beginning of the video so you can see here. I'll cut it, but yeah, this is inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Uh, it is depicted in an area with ethnic, racial, and whatever minorities and hate and whatnot, and they kept that in there because of they want it to be historically accurate to the times. And I think that history should be learned and whatnot so we can learn from our mistakes. I've played this before. I'm gonna go ahead and hit new game though. Show you guys. I mean, look at this. I love the Cthulhu, the Lovecraft lore, and everything. I mean, it's just, this is phenomenal looking. The tentacles, the ruins, the underwater. It's kind of a psychological horror. I should have all the DLC as well. So call this.
And I'm here for spooky commentary.
Yeah, you're just gonna scream in my ear every once in a while and scare the shit out of me.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna cut these together and I'm gonna check out.
Or maybe I'll just do ASMR in the background.
So if I'm not mistaken, I am a Navy veteran. This guy looks like he has problems. Oh, Jesus. What are you doing? Whoa. Alright, and that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and do a previous video check. Make sure that my thing's working.
Takes.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit new game though. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're good. So, good God. Should I play with the controller or should I play with the keyboard and mouse? I'm playing with the controller. Okay.
Hope I never have to use it. But something tells me I will.
Thank you. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning in the presence of something great, yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we stumbled upon your source of your ailment, and the person who might be able to help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you along your way. Cordially, Johannes de Vanderberg. Johannes de Vanderberg. Okay. I can look at other stuff. I picked something up. Whoa. That's interesting. Man, I forgot there's a crafting system in this game. Okay, photo of a trophy plate. Nice, nice.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
That's interesting. All evidence collected. Wow. Wow. You can
Now
say
get out!
a fucking asshole. Oh, why to climb? What the hell
At
is this guy?
last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes.
Johannes Vanderberg.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes.
Johannes.
But where are my manners? Welcome to
Uranus?
the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest
Mine.
hour, though it is its most important.
What's the deal with the city? Nice suit.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Interesting. Flood.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
I agree with you.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Nice suit.
Eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Excuse me.
I've already feathered a
Excuse me.
There's a room in your name at the
How dare you.
hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds
Hang on, wait.
charming.
Viewers are gonna
Don't
end the
judge a book
video
by its cover.
right after that sneeze.
They hate you already.
Days, Mr. Vanderberg.
I host a philosophy club
Philosophy
for the
club?
like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
So Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days.
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Okay.
You suck at that game.
That's it for now, I think.
No, you do. I'm
Thanks for
literally
helping me
just
get my
stepping up
bearings.
the boat.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Okay, well, that's a little bit peculiar. Okay, so I've got bullets. That's how you do that. What's this? There's a guy going crazy over here. Let's see what he's got to say.
The end is nigh. It will begin again.
Oh, I can get those
What is
tattoos.
down comes up. The seed is sowed. The end is nigh.
Okay,
It will
thanks. I
begin
don't
again.
need to talk to you again.
What is down comes Heads up.
I already know kind of what to do for this area. I think I need to go get a person right around here. Maybe it's further. Okay.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles
Oh, what an
Reed.
ass.
I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
Royal family, exquisite features. I guess that's a way to put it. Ugly motherfucker. Okay. What happened to your
If I may
son?
ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of the deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. But he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Oh, so there's a little bit of a racial thing there.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
It's a little bit snide.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family.
Careful,
We are the pillar of this community. Not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a
Hey,
big
Emma, what are you
stinking
doing?
pile of trouble.
She cannot eat any food tomorrow morning.
Okay.
She has to be at the bed.
Mr.
Try to
Throgmorton,
find Albert.
let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry,
Okay.
did you say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the
You hear that in the
expedition,
background? No.
Albert was found on the shore in a
No.
lifeboat. These fishermen supposedly brought him to their house and then left
Wait,
for
like
me.
Pedro talking,
When
or
I arrived
Patriot
here,
talking, yeah.
my son was
yeah, they were here for a little bit,
missing.
but
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Well, I suggest you. Okay,
As much as I'm enjoying
I don't want
the
to talk to the
weather,
guy
Mr.
anymore.
Throckmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
You know, if I had half a mind,
There are police
I can't do
everywhere.
that. I just tried. I just had to headshot
You
this guy.
sure you want to wave that around?
I'll do what I want, dude. Maybe I'll do it next time. It's my business, not yours. Oh, flashlight, nice. Okay. Hey, you can go into all these. Ooh, look, stuff in search. Nice. Wow, look at all this stuff.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Does it? I don't know about that one, Chief.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Well, what's the point with the book then, huh? I'm gonna take a little picture of it. I'm a photographer, not a private investigator. Okay. From my experience, you don't really need to use the flashlight in these games so much. I mean, look at the ambience. They got barnacles growing inside. What's with the dead squid? This guy's got a dead fish over a bathtub. You can hear flies everywhere. This is obviously a disease-ridden city.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
I'd ask who's Kay, but Kay is just their god. To put it short.
Where are all the other guys?
right.
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll
Okay.
leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Okay.
I barely recognize the face of the poor
Yeah,
fella.
he is messed up.
He was beaten to a pulp.
Let's take a little picture. Gosh dang, what's that mess? Okay, I got a cat in my face right now, sorry. Let's take a picture of that.
I'm
What's this?
surprised I don't have someone's portrait here.
Honestly. Mind's eye.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
This is Prohibition era. Oh my god. That's an Innsmouther. You can see he's got a really fucked up face.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
There was something about this. I remember there's something about this. Mind's eye. So if I open this in the mind's eye. Okay. There's something about this knife too. Nope. Get out of this real quick. Oh! Yeah, so you enter these. And this shows you the order of events. It doesn't show you the order, it shows you what happened in the areas.
What's happening?
4 people. This guy started floating. And then they book it. So after that, everybody comes out here, right?
Take this, ape face.
So now all 4 of them are here. Someone takes a shot. Someone's throwing a barrel. This guy, that's him. He's crying in the corner, little bitch. Okay, so it's out of these 3. So he popped a shot. That looks like an Innsmouther. That's an Innsmouther. So he popped a shot off. And then this guy, somebody else, I don't know. And then that must be a Throgmorton because it was. You got kind of a monkey-looking face. Got the bowl cut.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so there's the Innsmouther. Wait, did the Innsmouther say that's right, run? Wait, hold on. Oh, shit.
Yeah, run!
He said, yeah, run.
Take this, ape face.
Run, Bo, run.
So there is some hate in this. In the past, the next part that happens, what did you do, Dolan, when you met up with the Innsmouther?
When Albert Throgmorton woke up,
In the
he
first
was
part of the
not
game, did you let him
He
go
attacked
free,
the
or
fishermen.
did you
His
turn him in?
hysteria spread to them.
Turn his ass in.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I let him free once, but now I'm gonna turn his ass in because there is some hate behind this. He's like, run, ape face. Like, oh shit, I gotta turn this
Right.
on. There's something else here. I guess I got all the evidence. Okay,
I
so
gave you clear
the fuck you do?
instructions, did I not?
There's other stuff here.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
I would shoot you in the face.
I still
Okay.
hear those voices.
Okay. Wait.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Is there anything else?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
So he got beaten to death.
He was beaten to a pulp.
So the person that was throwing the barrel took out this guy. Then the ape guy got shot at. The Innsmouther had the gun, was shooting the ape guy. Somebody was cowering. I thought this guy should be the one that threw the barrel. But ape guy must have caught it and smashed him over the face again. Okay. I don't know. From my memory, we're supposed to just follow the
There
blood.
was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
So we gotta follow.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Okay, so I have to go to my mind palace. So, let's see. Okay. Okay. So, Lou shot without warning because of a feud. Yep, so there is hate. Why did I just do that? Okay. So, sudden psychotic outbreak led him to attack the fisherman. No, really. Albert returned unstable, so that's why he attacked the fisherman. Okay, so he was dangerous.
There was a fierce fight.
God damn it. So Albert returned unstable. Spread some. Oh, he spread it, which made everyone nearby suffer from hysteria. I mean, somebody chased Albert out. Okay.
Here, but someone tried to flee.
And this. Okay. Let's go down here. Okay, so he's going this way. Still going. Oh my god, there's hands everywhere. Somebody's going this way. There's spent bullets.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
So this is malicious intent right here. Okay. There's a handprint.
While Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he
No,
raised
that's
him
his
strong.
handprint. Stuff popping up. Oh, where you going? Okay. Okay. This is called the Sinking City.
Oh yeah, I'd keep that thing low cost.
Sure. Luz, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping around the port, but don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people, and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week until I'll return everything with double the interest. Peter.
Double the interest.
Okay.
Sounds profitable.
Wait. I gotta get out of this mind palace thing to restore my sanity.
Clutch.
Okay, shoot. Okay, so this guy's dead.
Through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Okay, well that thing's dead.
Fatal round through the forehead.
Yeah, that is fucked
That's
up.
no accident.
And then he was hung up.
Deliberate.
Let's take a picture. That'll make for the press.
He's hung?
Yeah, he got shot in the head and then he had a meat hook through each shoulder blade. Or through each shoulder.
Oh.
I mean, you're not gonna go through following someone down the street, popping shots off, and then hang them up after without it being like
Right.
deliberate. It's like that's hard to explain.
Right.
Okay, well, it's telling me to go to my mind palace. Okay, so it means the bar owner's indebted to Lewis. Oh, whoops. Means he's probably Lewis is at the bar. Lewis pursued Albert. So Albert fled when wounded, and that's so wanted to kill him outright rather than just drive him off. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Jesus.
Where's my paper here for the hours?
It's there. So it means bar. I know where the bar is. The bar's over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause for a second because I gotta be right back. Alright. So now we are off to the bar. That's what this guy's got to say.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Okay. What a nice harmonica. Okay.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
I am currently eating crunched up hot Cheetos and tamales. Made a few words nice. You private investigator too? You taking my job?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future holds.
You're some kind of fortune teller?
Do I call her a gypsy, or do I give her the bullet?
Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
What about booze?
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new.
Oh shit.
A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time itself laughs.
Time to roll my tamale in this goody cheesy Cheeto bullshit. Not cheesy. I'm doing the flaming hot. Sorry, that made no sense. Okay.
I think I'd like my bullet back.
No
It
refund.
is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Really though? Damn girl, you've shown up thigh.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer.
Wild beast.
No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
God's punishment.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Uh-huh. Well, let's go with the hardened in charge choice. First, take a bite of my tamale. Make sure I am actually recording. Okay, you're having a criminal.
Robert
Fuck you. I know
Throgmorton
it's you.
hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. It looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Need some new senses.
There's your good deed for the day.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's it. Okay. Alright.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Man, you look fucked
Reed,
up.
Private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Okay. Why do you look like that? Why are you so fucked up?
Why do you... Your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
Why'd you kill him?
Shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Well, that sounded a bit snide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
So,
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something.
I did not mean to press that.
And my lips are sealed.
I knew you'd understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Okay, so I did not mean to take his bribe. I'm not taking his bribe. And I was gonna kind of sit there and justify it for a second, because everything that we've seen in the Mind Palace at the crime scene, we kind of evaluated who was doing what. And he was the first one to pull a gun on the Throgmorton kid, while somebody else was throwing a barrel. Now I think the person who was throwing the barrel got the barrel shoved right back over his head and he got beaten. So then the Throgmorton kid ran, while this fool was chasing after him, shooting, and telling him he better run. He has a family and all, and whether or not his actions were deliberate, there was still intent behind it, because of a deep-rooted hate between the families. So, it could be a plea by insanity, but there's just, even in sound state of mind, he would have agreed with somebody else doing the actions that he did. And that's my biggest thing. And I was going to continue to say, well, based on that, I'm going to turn you in anyways. And it doesn't matter. I'm taking a dead man's bullets. He doesn't need them anymore. So that's all I wanted to go through before I continued on my little journey here. So, yep, you're dead. Thanks for the bullets. Hope to see you next time. Probably not. Oh, yeah. Probably hit the Mind Palace. So aware of what he was doing. Mentally affected. I'm gonna say he's aware. I'm gonna say he was aware. What's this? The mutual hatred between... Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I mean, I feel bad for the man, but he would have agreed with somebody else committing those same actions. Thanks for the bullets.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. They sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
Gotta tell him.
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family. and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness are the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oaklanders have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Oh, hey, Klaus. I just joined. Oh, it's you, Linux. I'm actually recording something right now. I think the flood is unnatural. Any discoveries so far?
Find anything?
You know what you guys all do is record. You guys never want me.
Oh. Wait. Wait.
This passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week that Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I have earned me a level up. Double the quest reward. Okay, 7 more pistol rounds. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to want to keep that. I'll do crafting next. Pistol.
I've said everything I know.
Okay, well, I can get out of town now. Oh, that's the run button. Okay. That's about how time I got out of this fucking beginning area. Oh yeah, let's take a look. Here's the map. There's an area up in here. I think it's there's Communion Road. I know that based. It might be this. It might be this right here. It's the Necronomicon DLC. Well, let's go ahead and leave the bay, the port, whatever. Jesus. That's kind of intense. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite of yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces and they stalk me. They stalk me and will soon take me. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and I am beyond saving, but the 7 books must be saved at any cost, even if I'm gone. Find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's last hope for enlightenment. Please, be the bearer of this light, for I have failed. Okay. The Mystic Tomes. Would you look at that? Oh, is this my dog tag? All that we see or seem just a dream is just a dream within a dream. Charles Reed. Wait, is that our name? United States Navy. Oh, those are the years. Is that a birth and death date? 1917 to 94. That's a little bit of a foreshadowing. Why does it say I'm gonna die in 94? Okay, well, story progress, nice. Nice. Oh, what? Field research case. Nice, I want that. And I want that. I know how to get that. I might do that first. Yeah, I want my squid hat. Mr. Reed, it seems you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Johannes. Or Johannes. Ah! Okay.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Okay. Just opposite of mine. What's this? Free shit. Don't mind if I do. Why can't I go over here now? This looks like an insane asylum. Okay, the Mystic Tomes. This gives me details on the 7 different books of the Necronomicon, I think. Building the church was... Oh, the waiting book. Okay. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across the ocean called him. When the church was built, the priest found him hung on the bell ropes, but the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in central Salvation Harbor on the old church road between Seven Oak Street and Winheim Street. Still has a bad fame and no one wants to live there even after the flood. Okay. So that's a clue about one book's location, the Bewitched Home. The local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hung on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cider mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. The book hides itself from mortal eyes, awaiting for the witches to be reborn to reclaim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Okay, you see, that's the one that I was looking at. Communion Road and Museum Avenue. So we go up here and then you just head north, and yeah, I was right. It is there. The Tomb of Mare. The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor on the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people crave the sea's touch so that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. The nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow Kings gang. They can't get here now. Now there's only me and these nightmares. A little longer, and I'll figure them out. The Tomb in the Ruins. Local women were talking about a ruined house in Central Coverside near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghosts of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in those ruins have gone mad. Okay. A book in the bank. Talking with the locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. Queer being weird. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place of the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends, even if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing he meant the abandoned bank building in Northern Advent on Forefather Street between Heelog Street and Windhalf Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Okay, anything else? Free stuff. Don't mind if I do. I like free stuff. Alright, the Wheel Tome. I had a dream so real it still makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger and bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel, and then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in Western Old Grove near Century Avenue and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? Okay, well, that's about that. I think I am going to start the game with the side quests for the Necronomicon. You don't have to do them in any order, but I think that is a good place to stop. Oh, what's that? Keep it down, Mr. Archer. I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. Okay? Well, I think this is a good place to leave off. This is The Sinking City Part 1, and I'm hoping you enjoyed it. It's definitely a very interesting game. It's a unique style. You don't find much of anything by H.P. Lovecraft. They started doing a few new projects or new games to cover the Lovecraftian lore, but you don't find it often, and there were some older ones in the past. So I'm really just happy that they're doing something with it, because it is a very unique and interesting style. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.